Lil Baby's not f***ing around with his jewelry. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. There's really not much you could shit on over here. But is he better than Floyd? Huh? Is he better than Drake? Today we're gonna be comparing Floyd Mayweather, Lil Baby, and Drake, and see who's got it correct and who's got it whack as f***. We're looking through their IGs, see how they're flexing on their jewelry on their IGs, first and foremost. I'm gonna tell you who's got it the best, because these are three big names. You got Drake, Lil Baby, you got Floyd Mayweather. Who's doing it the best? Who's got the best jewelry game based on my standards, my 18 years, 19 years experience? Right now, I'm looking at a Lil Baby when he's, you know, on one of his little light days. The little beaded chains, a little Cartier bracelet, a little rose gold Rolex or something like that. That's nice. That's a nice little light day. Then he steps it up. Saying this is a classic look, not just wearing fucking jewelry here. He's stunting with the Rolls Royce truck, custom rims, matching his bag, matching his Armani, you know what I'm saying, Marni, you know what I'm saying? So he knows what the he's doing. He's got two dog tag picture pendants on two monster pointers. When it comes to pointers, and this is gonna come up in this conversation, it is a big game. This is where they get hit over the head. Rappers or jewelry connoisseurs, they don't understand the pointer game. They never did, they never will. What's the problem? It comes down to the same thing. Pointers are expensive. How do you know you're not getting ripped off? He's wearing 50 pointers. 50 pointers. 50 pointers could be $2,000 a carat. They could be $1,000 a carat. Did he pay $2,000 a carat and get the 1,000 carat joints, or did he pay $2,000 a carat to get the 1,500 carat joints? So what does that mean? That means every 2 stones is $1,000, and it takes 4 or 5 stones to make up an inch. Okay, so you're looking at $2,500 cost price for an inch. All right, that's not gold, that's not labor, that's not what the jeweler making any money. In La La Land, hip hop world, icebox land, that's $20,000 a fucking inch. $5,000 an inch, $3,000 an inch, that's what you pay, and did you get what you pay for? I'm not sure, I can't really tell. Probably to some degree he did, but he's rocking 50 pointer, 40 pointers in this picture, and it's a nice little look. And the motherfucker's got a lot of jewelry too. Every other picture, he's got a jewelry store, you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of shit going on, and he's flexing, he's doing these little subtle flexes. It's pissing me off. A lot of swag. Lil Baby's not fucking around with his jewelry. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. There's really not much you could shit on over here. But is he better than Floyd? Huh? Is he better than Drake? We're gonna find out. He's got jumbled Cubans, custom Cubans, tennis pointer chains, studs in the ear. But you know, by far, my most favorite fucking thing he's got is that cape joint. That was a fly piece. That cape flying with that 4PF or whatever he's got over there, that's the flyest joint you got, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? As far as big pieces, as far as eye catchers are concerned, I can't on your shit. So it makes me want to take all these joints and put them on right now because I feel naked out here, bro. You're not battling me here, my main man. You're battling Floyd, 60-0. You're also battling Drake, 60-0 with the a lot of interesting pieces. He's a fucking interesting guy. This guy, Lil Baby, he's interesting. But is he better than Floyd and Drake is what we're here to discover. Let's move on to Drake. Drake doesn't flex jewelry like that. He doesn't wear crazy setups like that, but he puts on a piece here and there. He's wearing a shower cap to bed. In the next one, he is wearing a pointer joint. Those look like 1 caraters to me, or higher. Those are the big boy joints. Those ain't the 50 pointers. Now, when you're going to 1 caraters, it ain't double the price of the half caraters that Lil Baby was wearing. Then 1 caraters and 1.5 caraters, $30,000 an inch. You know, so he's wearing a 20-inch chain, you know. Is it all top quality on all those stones? Hate to say it to you, bro. Not by the hairs on my chinny chin. That's gonna be 600 grand, 500 grand, $500,000 chain around the neck or something like that. In lab, you could do it way cheaper. I won't be able to tell no difference. But, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a good casting. And he's wearing 1 chain with big pointers, whoop-de-f***ing-do. And we're gonna throw in 21 Savage, because he's in the mix right here. He's wearing a dope Daytona and an interesting little chain. Something light, nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? A little accessorizing. I don't know if it's an aftermarket Daytona or not. Martha Stewart. We're gonna throw Martha Stewart with Drake in right here. She's wearing some shit. But, you know, Martha Stewart, she's not going to be wearing Icebox. You know, Martha Stewart's probably wearing some brand I never fucking heard of from Europe. You know, a gold joint and some gemstones, and she's trying to flex as well. Just as much as Drake in this picture, if not more. I mean, Drake's jewelry game, I mean, you know, it's going to have to be between Floyd and Lil Baby for number one. Drake's jewelry game, and he doesn't want to be in it like that. He's wearing this joint, you know what I'm saying, with these big-ass stones in it. But I think that is lab, if you ask me. But we'll never know. Could be natural. You know, the stones are so clean. That's the thing about the lab. The lab is the true VS. You know, there's a VVS. Lab is still expensive. Each one of these stones, 20 grand, 30 grand, or something like that. Something around there. And in natural, it's like 200, 250. So is it 250 a stone or not? I don't know, bro. If it is, I'm gonna hunt them down. You know what I'm saying? Subtle flex. Yeah, so Drake is keeping it subtle, keeping it simple. Wearing the same pointer joint, big rocks in his ear, a couple of little weirdo pieces, and so on and so forth. And then that big joint with those big stones that he did a deal with, or what have you. How, where, when, and what, I haven't the slightest fucking idea. He's got a little something interesting right here. He's got a rope chain with a bunch of fruity Lucky Charms on a shoestring. Yeah, that's cool. It's not that difficult to make, which is nothing wrong with that, and it's a good look. This is nice. Championship rings. Very nice championship rings. Why? I love those baguettes going all the way around, and it's a nice dope championship ring. Does it come in a men's? This is something that would take 3 weeks to make. You know what I'm saying? Nothing special on that end. This ain't Fabergé right here, bro. This is good. Got good this. He's all over the place. He's got that. He's got a nice little jewelry collection. So Drake ain't big on the jewelry, so it's gonna have to be between Lil Baby and Floyd. Now, Floyd is a certified motherfucking stunner. Floyd is not sitting here trying to take the soft route with, you know, a Lucky Charms joint. You ain't gonna catch him dead in that. He's gonna have the most expensive shit he could possibly fucking get. That's how he is. Monster size Cuban. This Cuban is fucking fantastic, Floyd. That's really what it is. It ain't 20 little chains that you picked up at some shop or some shit. It is a monster size Cuban done right. Beautiful links. Sit together real fucking nice, man, with emerald cuts, you know what I'm saying, strewn throughout, a beautiful curvature to the links, and so on and so forth. You crushed it with that one. That is a nice museum fucking piece. But then you had to go and fuck it all up, didn't you, Floyd? Go and fuck it all up with this joint right here. Lots of big pointers, lots of big rocks, a little off color. And I don't blame you, because it's all natural. You've got K colors, you've got J colors in there for center stones. Hopefully you got priced and charged accordingly to that. You got 1 caraters, you got 50 pointers. You've got 2 caraters, 3 caraters. You know, I know what you're trying to do, Floyd. I know how you're trying to pop off. And that is a light show around the neck, but even the naked eye could see that those 2 carat, 3 carat, that shorter, thicker chain, the colors on the chains, on the stones are a little bit off. That depends on what you paid, how much you negotiated, what you did. It's a beautiful look when you're rocking all that shit. You got the Jacob & Co. on it as well. Floyd don't f around. He wants you to know what the f he's wearing. He wants you to see it. And he's got the biggest, wildest collection of jewelry in the world. That Cuban by far is dope. A neck full of diamonds costs more money than the big Cuban, but that big Cuban had to be at least $500,000 in and of itself. Wrapping up $1 million diamond necklace. And this is, you know, like $1 million or more. It's hard to calculate all this shit by the eye, but it's up there. Floyd don't have a problem spending that money on this shit. And now Floyd he's wearing some little bricks or some shit right here in this one. That's a nice little light little. Some days you don't want to put on all your heavy shit, walk around. Yeah, Floyd's got a purple bag, louised out, and 1 million bracelets on in this one. You want to show money, you want to show this, you want to show that. He spent money with everybody but me, right, Floyd? On your career, on your success, may you die a broke motherfucker. You listening to me, Floyd? May you die a broke motherfucker. If you done watched my shit, learned from my shit, and you didn't spend $1 with me, may you die. I say it, I say it, I say it again. If I'm delusional, if you never watched anything I did and never learned anything, and I'm sitting here talking, may I die broke as f. with nothing. May it be me. You know, I'm taking a big risk here. Your collection is bar none. It's this and that. You dropped your money everywhere in every which way. I'm not good enough for you, but you heard what the testament was. Long tennises, a couple of crosses. Looking good, you know what I'm saying, in a Fendi joint, Fendi trench coat. You know, it's hard not to hate this motherfucker, to be honest. Now in here, you know, in this, he's wearing the same run-of-the-mill bullshit that anybody got, that anybody does. Couple of Cubans, couple of mystery links with, you know, two-tone Cubans and shit like that. Couple of iced out Cubans, nothing like that Cuban that he was wearing earlier. Here Floyd is starting to stunt again. What is he wearing? He's got those big rocks crosses, okay? It's a 4 down, 3 across, okay? And then he's got big stones on 7 down, 5 across. 2 of those and 2 of the former. Now he's doing some classy cushion cut with brilliant cut on tennises. That is a beautiful classy look. And then you got a table, all of his iced out watches, all of his pieces. He's got a half a kilo pamp over there in a frame. Fully iced Audemars, Hublots, Cubans, Jacobs, got a Buddha piece, 2 of them, gold chains, Jesus head, bangles from Cartier, Richard Milles, you name it, the motherfucker's got it on the table. He's got a jewelry store on the table. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to money, it ain't a big deal for the motherfucker. When it comes to Floyd, Drake, and Lil Baby, Drake is not really trying to compete. You know what I'm saying? His jewelry pieces are nothing to write home about. He's got a clean little tennis chain, some rocks in his ears, some funky little other pieces, some Lucky Charms joint. You could spend $1 million on lab and be covered in head to toe in diamonds if you wanted to. That's another way of going about it. But Drake ain't there. Now when it comes to Lil Baby, where's Lil Baby go soft? Jumbled pieces, regular stones, and nothing really stands out and screams power on that level. Lil Baby's looking good. He's got a nice setup. He's got Cubans, but he don't got that much money as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's career, he's had a lot of fucking money. Floyd's at the top of a lot of lists. It's a little simple though, you know, he goes and buys the most expensive shit there. He won a lot of points with those crosses set up, 2 here, 2 there. That's when he's styling. That's where the client becomes the jeweler. That's when you're pushing the envelope and a setup. Because there's someone who doesn't have as much money who did a better job, and we're gonna name that person as to be announced, the mystery person. The one who's done it best in the jewelry game of them all. The one who's won my acclamations. Even though he didn't spend money or this and that, is at the top. But Floyd, is his jewelry record 60-0? No. Sorry, man. Some losses there, bro. That's where he wins. He wins with those big stones. He wins with those pointers. He loses with some of that quality where he's going in. I know what you're doing, Floyd. Going in there, you're saying one thing, you're doing this, you're negotiating a fucking deal, you're expecting it, then you're comparing this, you're comparing that, you're going over this. The money excites you. You jump the gun. You do this, you do that. You're impulsive, bro. You botched some of your jewelry purchases, and you know it. When he's looking over his jewelry purchasing career, he knows where he's overpaid there. Then this transaction confuses him here. Got piles of collections of jewelry, 80% of which you will never want to wear again. You don't know what to do with it. It's not about Drake. It ain't about Lil Baby. It ain't about Icebox. It ain't about Johnny Dang. It's about you, Floyd. When his boxing career, a beautiful record. He wasn't like Marquez and Pacquiao who were battling each other tooth and nail. Floyd was only there to get that perfect record. And why do I mention that, Floyd? Because you wanted to do the same thing in jewelry. You wanted that perfect record, but you didn't do it. You got close, you didn't get there. That's my critique. Floyd, of course, gonna be number 1, Lil Baby number 2, Drake number 3. But there's also the real number 1, the Floyd that could have been, the real Floyd. You know what I'm saying? The man in the mirror that you wanted to see, Floyd. That's the real number 1, and you'll always be behind that motherfucker. You're human.